Hi everyone, nice to be able to speak to you this week. Hope you're doing okay and keeping safe. I hope you're keeping your spirits up. I'm sure this weather is helping make it feel a lot more kind of light and like there's some life around us. I hope you're having an opportunity to get out a little bit more over these weeks. And of course, we wait to see what happens in the coming weeks. My thought this week is a reflection on something that happened last week. Ollie Robinson made his cricket debut for the England team. He had a great day from a bowling perspective. He bowled really well, got a few wickets, and he must have come off that pitch thinking, this is brilliant. I'm going to get used to this. And you could see the smile on his face. But during the afternoon, some tweets emerged online that Ollie Robinson had posted a few years back. In fact, nearly 8 or 9 years ago when he was 18 or 19. They were of a racist and sexist nature. Now, I just want to make it very clear that those things are completely unacceptable. And Ollie Robinson was fully right to come out that night and apologise and to talk about the change in him and that he no longer held those views. It got me thinking, how easy is it for us to forgive and to forget? Now, I don't know about you, but when we hurt people, there is a real longing, isn't there, for them to forgive us, because we want to feel like they're letting us move on. We want them to feel that actually our relationship is okay. I know from my experience that is a long process. I know from my experience that it takes time to work through that forgiveness. I know that even if there is a moment when we are forgiven, we maybe don't forget. Those things of the past maybe still have a hold on us. We long, don't we, to be forgiven for the wrongs that we do. So why do we find it more difficult, maybe, to forgive those who hurt us? And we do find it more difficult, don't we, if we're honest with ourselves? Because those things do cause us pain, whatever they may have been in your life or in mine. Those things that at a point where someone has said something or done something or gone behind your back or purposefully done something to get back at you or hurt you, there is a real pain in our hearts, isn't there? And in our minds, we probably don't forget that. And if we don't forgive someone, if we don't try to lay those things of the past down, then they will continue to have a hold over us in the now and in the future. I know that it's not easy. I know that when we are hurt, we hurt. I know that when we are hurt, those things just feel too big to let go of. Maybe we actually get comfortable with them, thinking that they justify our actions. But God isn't like that, is he? He sent his son Jesus Christ so that we may forgive them, not to get back at people, so that we may be free to live in the now and in the future. Jesus came and died so that we may be forgiven, not because we asked for it, but because it was his gift to the world. It was his way of saying, I love you, and no matter what you've done or what you do, you can still be in relationship with me. I know forgiveness is not easy. I know, and I'm sure that you haven't found forgiveness easy all the time. And I don't want to make a comment on the situation with Ollie Robinson, but I do wonder whether actually there is a point in which we need to accept people's apologies. We need to accept our failings and allow forgiveness to speak into them. Allow God's forgiveness to speak into us so that we may be a people who are not bound by those things of the past, but free to live in the now and in the future. Now, I know as a human it's not easy to forget those things that people do to us. And maybe it's not easy to forget those things we have done to others. And maybe we never will forget them. But they don't have to define us. Forgiveness is a way of placing them down. And though we can acknowledge they happened, we acknowledge that they do not influence us any longer. Now, that will look differently from every relationship, in every circumstance, in every place where forgiveness is required, whether it's something like the Ollie Robinson situation, something on a global scale between nations, or even between individuals. You need to work that out for yourselves to some degree as to what that looks like. But today I just want to share with you that forgiveness as a Christian is not an option, it's a gift. It's something that we can do to free us and free others, to know of the deep and the wide and the high love of God. It allows us to be a free people. It allows us to serve and to love God and worship him with all that we are, without the baggage, without being held back. But also we have the power to do that for one another. So today maybe there is someone or something in your life that you need to forgive. I ask that you take the opportunity to consider that and to make a way forward to forgive and allow God to restore your life and your hope in the now and in what is to come. May God bless you each one today.